Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to solve for angles on parallel lines and get them right every time. We'll use this diagram with points labeled A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. Once you understand their positions, you'll easily identify what type of angle they form. Let's start with corresponding angles. Angle A is at the top of the first line. Now look at angle E. It sits in the same position on the second parallel line. That means angle A corresponds to angle E. Similarly, B corresponds to F, C corresponds to G, D corresponds to H. The rule is that corresponding angles are equal. So, for instance, if A is equal to 60 degrees, then E is equal to 60 degrees and so on. Next, let's talk about vertically opposite angles. Imagine two lines facing each other across the crossing line. For example, A and D are vertically opposite, B and C are opposite, E and H are also opposite, and F and G are opposite. The rule for vertically opposite angles is that vertically opposite angles are equal. So if C is equal to 120 degrees, then B is also equal to 120 degrees, and so on. Now, let's take a look at co-interior angles. That is, angles between the two parallel lines on the same side of the transversal. The transversal is the line that cuts through the parallel lines. For example, C and E, D and F. These are called co-interior angles. The rule for co-interior angles are they add up to 180 degrees. So if C is 70 degrees, then E must be 110 degrees. If C is 80 degrees, E must be 100 degrees. Finally, we have alternate angles. These form a Z shape or a backward Z. Look at angles C and F and angle D and E. These are on the opposite side of the transversal and they form Z-like shapes. The rule for alternate angles is that they are equal. So if D equals 85 degrees, E is also equal to 85 degrees. Now the final tip. Once you know these simple rules, corresponding angles are equal, vertically opposite angles are equal, alternate angles are equal, and co-interior angles add up to 180 degrees. You can solve any diagram involving parallel lines and a transversal like a pro. Thanks for watching. If this helped, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more math tricks. See you in the next one. Bye.